Morning, everybody. I'm going to do a test this morning, a home point accuracy test with my Autel Evo Pro 2. It's always been extremely accurate. And what I'm going to do is I have it sitting on Black Vault, kind of a Black Vault walkway in the park here. And it's got a spot that's a little crack in the asphalt there and some grass behind it. A couple of markers so we can kind of see how it lands in terms of its home point position. Anyway, so I'm going to pause here while I launch it and get it airborne. Alright, so basically it just said the home point's been reset. I have to use a 2-stick launch on the big, wide controller, and I don't have a tripod with me this morning for the phone, so I apologize for that. There's been no trickery, I assure you. If you doubt me, I'll redo it. Alright, let's do this. Bye, little guy. Big guy. Whatever. Anyway, so that was pretty good. We shot it up, as you saw, from 220 to 360 feet. And I'm going to send him out on his way. Here. Just hit my max altitude. Let me back down a little bit here. Alright, very good. And let me point the gimbal up here. Alright, I just want to get him out at least 1,000 feet or so we can do a return to home test with some validity here. And that should do it. There you go. He was cooking there. Alright, and I'm going to do a press and hold here. And
the aircraft is coming home.
Yes, it is. I'll keep recording on the drone as well as here so we can see how this transpires. Speed of return to home looks to be about 22.5 miles an hour. Anyway, it's coming back. I can hear the drone above me. I'll turn the gimbal down so we can see where we're coming back to. Okay. Well, let's see what we get. This is just a straight up cold return to home. It's adjusting its position quite extremely, actually. It looked like about an 8 or 10 foot adjustment there. But it's the end result that counts, and it was at over 100 feet altitude as it made those adjustments. And then when I got to 75 feet, it fine-tuned it a little bit more. See, accurate landing, correcting aircraft position. Alright, so let's see what we got. I think what I'm going to get is the position is accurate, but the drone will be cocked slightly to the right. That's been my experience. It seems to have a slight angle to its landing. I wonder if that can be adjusted. There you go. So that was our takeoff position. And as you can see, the drone's pretty much exactly there. The only difference being that the takeoff was more like that. And at least I'll say this, it does that consistently. Comes back with about a 10-degree turn to the right as it hits the home point position. So it's very, very close to launch position and extremely consistent in its landing accuracy. I don't think you can complain about that. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. Okay, so I have the controller set up, just sitting in its case over here, so I don't have it sitting in the grass, and not connected to the drone yet because the drone is off. I did want to share this because this is pretty decent talent as far as I'm concerned. Listen for the drone to fire up and watch my connect speed. Drone fires up, connected. You're not going to connect much faster than that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in there.
Attitude initialization.
Very good. And I'm going to back away a little bit here. Get myself into a better vantage point to see this test. Alright. I definitely don't want to do the test when he's right there. He's in our airspace. Damn him. He didn't even file for a Lance authorization. Anyway, alright, let's do this thing. So, first thing I have to do is launch the drone by putting these two sticks down and in with one hand. That's not going to happen. So, we'll go like this.
The home point has been reset.
Alright. Do a nice launch here. And there she is. Very stable. Alright. Let's not waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and shoot up. Watch the speeds as it climbs up here. It's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and go into ludicrous mode there. And as I launch, you'll hear the speeds change 2 times based on the obstacles around the drone. Slow, faster, and faster still. Alright, we are at 200 feet or so already, so that, well, at 245 already. So, she moves pretty good. The ascent speed is 17 miles an hour. I get 17.2 pretty consistently. Anyway, at this speed, I'm just going to fly off into the distance here. I'll put them up a little bit higher, and away we go. We should cover some ground pretty quick. I only want to get out there, about 1,000 feet or so. It's just to prove I returned to home. I don't need to waste people's time watching this thing roam the countryside. So, 600, 700, let's get 1,000 feet on it. 900, and alright, that's good. Closer to 1,100. Hey, it's not my fault it tears ass. Alright, let's go ahead and do this thing.
The aircraft is coming home.
Alright. My baby's coming home. Very exciting. Alright, sorry about the glare on the screen there. So this controller, which I'm going to do a quick comparison with the DJI Smart controller, has that, it's huge. It has a 7.9 inch screen, I think 7.8, 7.9. And the key is 2,000 nits of brightness. Yep, you heard that right. 2,000 nits. I don't think there's anything else out there in the consumer world that does that. And it can really crank up. I mean, it could blind you, but it's important when you're in the super bright sun to be able to see what you're doing. Anyway, drone is here, and the drone is coming down.
The aircraft is landing.
Yep. So what you're going to see as we land here is you'll see... Oh, sorry about shadows. Reflections, rather. Alright, there you go. So you're going to see a couple of these. Correcting aircraft position. And it will do that several times coming down. More so since the last firmware update. They said that they improved return to home accuracy. I don't see how they could have. Because it was ridiculously accurate from day one for me. So whatever they were fixing, it wasn't an issue I was having. Anyway, what I want to see is if it lands, if it lands directly where it took off from, or if it has any angle to it. I see the slightest of angles there, but seems to have even partially corrected that. So there you have it. He's actually back an inch or two from where he took off, and that's unusual. I usually won't see that much of a difference, which could be a number of things, I guess. I don't know all the things that influence it, but I'm going to do another one because I'm not happy with this one.